how's it going all you most amazing people? I'm Landon Dowsing and welcome back to another most amazing top 10 video. If you guys haven't already checked out the vlog channel, it's a daily vlog channel. I've been going for 1,200 straight days. You guys can click right over here. We've been having a lot of fun and we're having a lot of fun with the edits and producing the videos for you guys. And I'll put the vlog link in the description below. Okay, so let's get right into this. This is the top 10 oldest immortal mummies, meaning these mummies seem like they can just live on forever. And well, they have been living for a very long time. You're gonna be shocked at how old these mummies actually are. Let's start us off number 10 with Rosalia Lombardo. I wanted to talk about her first because of how well her body was preserved. I mean, just take a look at this picture right here. Honestly, it looks like a little girl sleeping. How long would you guess she's been dead for? Well, if you guess 92 years, you guys would be right. This was just so incredible. She has been embalmed so well. Special embalming techniques were used. All of her organs are remarkably intact. Maybe she can come back to life one day when technology is there. Well, this little girl is just 1 year old. Okay, it's time to up the age by hundreds of years. At number 9, we have La Doncella, Inca Maiden. La Doncella is currently on display so people can see her in Argentina's Museum of High Altitude Archaeology in Salta, which is a city in Argentina. I think this would be so amazing to see one day. La Doncella has been mummified over 500 years ago, and today she still looks like she can open up her eyes and you can just just come to life. This particular little girl was the best preserved for the 1500s, and she was actually sacrificed in an Inca religion ritual. Her body froze in the cold on top of a mountain, and it wasn't until more recently when her body was found and then professionally preserved. So scientists can really study the body to find out more about the history and find out who this little girl was. And Inuit Baby is up next on this list on number 8. This baby takes us back 537 years ago. This particular Inuit baby was part of a group of 8 mummies found in 1972 grave site in Greenland. The graves dated back to 1475 AD. There were 6 women and 2 children found. This was one of the 2 children that was found and preserved. The woman found at the gravesite had a malignant tumor near the base of her skull, which most likely caused her to die. The Inuit baby is said to be a boy aged about 6 months, and it appeared to have been buried alive with her. Number 7, we have Zinzu. Zin was also known as a Lady Day. Zin gained fame more than 2,000 years after her death because her tomb was just discovered back in 1971. Her body was exceptionally preserved. Along with her body, there was hundreds of valuable artifacts and documents. Her body is now under the care of Hunan Provincial Museum. They are making sure to keep her body perfectly preserved so it can be around forever. Her body does go on display ever so often. Zin was born back in 213 BC, which is so crazy because we get to witness something older than 2,000 years. And it's a human we get to see. A human that's over 2,000 years old. Now at number 6, we have a mummy who is 2,200 years old. This right here is the Grauballe Man, who was discovered back in 1952, perfectly naturally preserved. The man dated back to the late 3rd century BC during the early Chromatic Iron Age. There was wounds found on this man that suggested that he was killed by having his throat slashed. He was most likely sacrificed. His corpse was then put into a bag and was buried. Well, this bag fused to his body, not allowing the body to decompose. Instead, it was naturally preserved. Number 5, we have a 2,300-year-old mummy. This right here is the Tollund Man. He was a naturally mummified corpse that dates back to the 4th century BC during the time of the pre-Roman Iron Age. He was discovered back in 1950s in Denmark. His body was actually so well preserved that when he was found in the 50s, he was actually mistaken for a murder that just recently happened. The Tollund Man was also likely sacrificed. A lot of people back in the day sacrificed themselves for a greater good. It was a greater good for their people. There were so many different beliefs back then. We think it's pretty crazy now. Some thought that they do it to please their gods and spirits. Some other reasons were for cannibalism. There just wasn't enough food, so you have to sacrifice your body so the rest can eat. Alright, number 4, we have Ur David. That dates back over 3,000 years ago. Ur David was a part of a group of mummies that was discovered back at the start of the 20th century in China. The cemetery contained 23 mummies, and Ur David was one of the, best preserved ones. Also, his son was discovered right next to him. him? He had a 1-year-old baby with brown hair. The baby had a blue felt cap on. The clothes found in these mummies helped scientists and researchers find, how they lived back then. How did they live 3,000 years ago? Number 3, we have another mummy that dates back 3,000 years ago. And actually this is a female Tocharian mummy that lived around 1000 BC. You can really see what this woman looked like. Her hair still hasn't fallen off. This woman is in her 40s and she still has braids in her hair. If you can look closely, but not too close enough because it's actually a bit freaky, you can see the woman's eyelashes. Her eyelashes are still there. It's just so amazing how this woman was naturally preserved. King Tut makes its way onto this list. Number 2, this is a mummy who's about 3,335 years old. It's so crazy how experts can pinpoint an age of human dating back thousands of years ago. This is a more familiar mummy that we all know because this was an Egyptian pharaoh that dates back to the 18th dynasty. This was well known as a new kingdom or sometimes a new empire period of time. This body was discovered back in 1922 by Howard Carter, and now it rests in the Egyptian museum for people to see. There were some artifacts in the tomb as well, and those were put on display. Again, I would love to see this in real life. Finally, at number 1, we have the mummy that is 5,300 years old. This right here is the famous Otzi, the Iceman. This is a well-preserved mummy of a man that dates back 3,300 BCE time. This mummy was found back in 1991 in the Otzil Alps, hence the name. He is also Europe's oldest known natural mummy, and he offered an unprecedented amount of information on how people lived back in the day. His body right now is in Italy. I wish I knew that before I went to Italy because I would have loved to see his body. The man is believed to be about 45 years old, which is quite old for the time period. This corpse has been extremely examined, measured, and x-rayed to try to get as much information as we can on it. Well, there you guys have it. This is the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.